Picture a typical Tuesday afternoon when suddenly the main server drops offline. Work stops instantly. Screens freeze, phones light up, and dozens of employees are left completely paralyzed, staring at dead monitors. When the panic sets in, leadership often scrambles to buy whatever is broadly labeled as IT services. The natural assumption is that all technology support delivers the exact same results. But treating help desk and IT support as interchangeable terms creates a massive blind spot. You end up paying for complex engineering you don't need, or you leave your core network entirely unguarded. The real dividing line between the two is time orientation. One service is built entirely around fixing the present moment, while the other is designed to plan and protect your future. Picking the wrong model drains your monthly budget and creates the conditions for a major operational failure down the road. Think of a help desk as your frontline medic. They're highly reactive, deployed specifically to treat immediate, localized technical symptoms as quickly as possible. They handle the daily friction, resetting a locked-out password, reconnecting an uncooperative printer, or fixing a minor software glitch so a single employee can get back to work. IT support plays the role of the proactive architect. Their job is to build an underlying digital immune system that stops those disruptions from happening in the first place. They focus on broad infrastructure. That means deploying network-wide cybersecurity, auditing compliance frameworks, and mapping out capacity planning for the next 3 years. Where a help desk zeroes in on one user's immediate roadblock, an IT support team looks at the entire nervous system of your business. One service clears the specific hurdles standing right in front of you. The other systematically paves the road ahead so you never encounter the hurdle at all. Let's map the help desk path using this comparison matrix. A traditional help desk operates on a ticketing system to process daily user errors. The primary outcome is speed. When an employee is locked out, the help desk restores their productivity within minutes. For simple, known, and repetitive procedures, this break-fix model is highly efficient and very cost-effective. The trade-off is that a help desk operates in a strictly reactive vacuum. They look at the isolated incident, ignoring the broader environmental context. If a router needs resetting 3 times a week, a help desk agent will reset it 3 times a week. They are neither tasked with nor incentivized to find the root cause of the instability. Frontline agents simply don't carry the advanced engineering expertise required to spot and patch deep systemic vulnerabilities in your network. They keep your daily momentum and team morale high, but they are practically incapable of providing systemic network defense. The IT support path requires upfront investment into deep network architecture and 24/7 monitoring. This delivers systemic stability, catching failing hardware before users notice. It also secures regulatory requirements. Navigating frameworks like HIPAA is an exclusive function of full IT support. Instead of waiting for hardware to break, these engineers actively manage complex network changes and aggressively mitigate long-term risks. But this level of oversight requires a significantly higher financial baseline, and it demands deep, ongoing operational integration with your leadership team. If you are a localized, 3-person startup operating out of a single room, deploying this level of architectural engineering is financial overkill. Full IT support deliberately trades immediate low-cost fixes in exchange for long-term operational resilience and severe risk mitigation. The friction starts when a business hits a specific growth threshold, usually crossing the 50-employee mark or expanding into multiple physical locations. You'll notice the symptoms quickly. Help desk tickets start endlessly piling up because the underlying root-level network failures are never actually resolved. Entering a regulated industry like healthcare, armed with only a reactive break-fix contract, exposes your company to immense legal and financial danger. The money you saved on a cheap monthly IT fee is rapidly eclipsed by the compounding costs of ignored network vulnerabilities. A single, well-targeted ransomware attack instantly exposes the massive gap between reactive promises and actual systemic proactive practice. When these failures happen, it isn't because the help desk is doing a bad job. It's because the business demanded the wrong service tier entirely. Forcing a reactive support agent to act as a proactive systems architect is a guaranteed way to fail your next compliance audit. Staying strictly reactive for too long takes standard, manageable technical debt and turns it into a critical existential risk for the business.
We can use this decision tree to map your organization to the correct service tier. If you have a small headcount and rely on simple cloud tools, your path routes strictly to a basic help desk solution. But if your team is managing hardware across multiple physical locations, you graduate straight to full IT support. And if your business handles sensitive financial, legal, or medical data, headcount no longer matters. You are immediately rerouted to full IT support to meet mandatory compliance standards. Ruthlessly aligning the complexity of your daily operations with the correct tier of service is the only reliable way to prevent a catastrophic operational mismatch. As a business matures, the need for these two services begins to overlap. You still have individual employees who need immediate assistance, but you now have a complex network that requires constant, high-level protection. This is where the managed IT services model fits. It integrates both reactive support and proactive architecture into one cohesive strategy. IntegraCom delivers this as a holistic provider. They bring true co-managed IT, robust cybersecurity protocols, and immediate help desk ticketing under one unified roof. This gives you a dual outcome. Your employees get their passwords reset in minutes, while certified engineers continuously monitor the digital perimeter for unseen threats. Because they operate with zero lock-in term contracts, the provider is forced to act as an authentic, performance-driven technology partner every single month. True operational resilience comes from choosing a unified provider. Assess your infrastructure online today at integracom.net.